Here's an importing tutorial that will be more of a do it along with me to understand the workflow and the concepts for importing. So you should have your layout already created. You may already have some groups, and if you don't, that's okay. To create a group, you can select multiple props. You can hold Control to select down several, or use the lasso tool to create or to select within the box. Once you have some effects selected, you can right click and select Create Group and call that All Lawn Props. And there's already one created, is what it's telling me, so I am just going to use the ones that I have created. And you will need to create more based on the songs that you're importing. So let's get over to importing. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into our show folder, and we're going to make sure in the audio folder we have put the song that we're working on. You can also keep it in the root folder of your show folder. It's just cleaner if you do it in an audio folder. Or music, you can name it whatever you'd like. Under controllers, this is how you make sure that you are in the right or the correct show folder. Once we go into sequencer, we're going to create a new sequence, and we're going to import into that new sequence. We're going to do a musical sequence. This one, Audio and Joy, is the song that we're doing. We're going to select 40 FPS. You can also select 100 FPS at this point if your controllers can handle it. Go to the copy of your master view, or your master view template if you have one. We will go through and we will adjust our master view in just a little bit and save a template as well. However, let's first start importing and figure out what we need to do with that. Before we import, we're going to save this sequence. Save sequence as Joy, and you can also save that in a sequences folder or just in the root folder. Now we're going to go up to import effects, and we're going to navigate over to our sequence that we want to import. This import sequence is using a higher FPS. That's fine. My controllers can only handle 40. My computer can't handle 100. Now we're going to get this window, and in the right, these are all of the groups that were used in the sequence that you're importing. And you can see on the right here are the effects, the number of effects on that individual group. I'm going to make this a little smaller so you can see the whole window. What we need to do is we need to line up similar groups. And the way that we can do this is by finding a group that we have in our layout. So we have an all group, and this is all put on bottom for fades. So there's an all house. Do we have an all house? We do. We have an all house. So I can click here, hold, and drag to put onto all house, or place on bottom, all house on bottom. If I'm selected on a line, I can double click here and it will automatically fill in that spot. So I'm going to go through here and line up all of the groups that I already have, and I'm going to eventually come across some groups that I don't have, and I'm going to have to make note of those and create them on my house. And let me go through here and figure out what groups we're missing. Okay, now that I've gotten all of the groups and props into my layout that I have created, I'm going to look here and see what I don't have. I have an all put on bottom for fades. Did I just miss that one? I did. All on bottom. And then there's another group that is all place on bottom for fades. So I will show you how. We're just going to have to make note. I'm going to make a little sticky note right here and write down all put on bottom for fades. I'm going to write down all snowflakes. And then bulbs, I know that those are optional. Frosted trees are optional. Medium flakes, I need to create a group for medium flakes as well. Roof peaks only, it says optional. However, that is going to be the same thing as our horizontals group. And if we look at our house horizontals, there's 150 in there, but 375 in here. So I'm going to make a second group for that. I think that is all I want to import. Medium flakes also. Yeah, I said that. Medium flakes. So I'm going to hit OK. And what that will do is, are you sure you want to leave without saving? Yes, what you could do, I'm going to hit no. You can right here save this map and just say MLS import. And this will change as time goes on because we're not using all of the groups that we have created in our layout in this group or in this layout. And we have transitioned to a much cleaner layout that is a little bit easier to import. However, I chose a harder one. But when you come in here, instead of hitting auto map, if you have things that are already linked, you could hit load map. And that would bring up the previous assignments that you've done. Auto map basically just takes the name and looks for the exact same name, or if it has an alias of the two. I'm going to hit OK. And now it's going to import a ton of stuff. At this point, what I would do is I would look at your notes, find the props and the groups that you did not import, and then open up another instance. And what I did was I just double clicked on the XSQZ to open up another instance of xLights and look through the sequence. It's going to say that it can't find the audio. It's fine. For now, we're just going to switch it to an animation. And we're going to need to render that and look through here and look at what those individual groups or props are doing and see if it's something that's somewhat redundant or something that really needs to be in the sequence. In this case, I have looked over it, and the bulbs, the sockets and the bulbs themselves, those groups aren't really needed. The roof outlines group is needed. Also, the all snowflakes group is needed. And I looked here, and it's not redundant groups. What you'll find sometimes is that effect is being shown on another prop or another group somewhere, and you're not really missing anything by not importing that. But if it's doing something unique, I would highly recommend importing those. So now we have to go into our layout, and we basically need to select all of the things that we need. One of them was an all snowflakes group. So I'm going to select all the snowflakes, do create group, all snowflakes. And then we needed a medium snowflakes group, create group, medium snowflakes. We needed another all last group, and it looks like we actually do have two. We have all last group and all last group no faces, which we could use those interchangeably. So why didn't we see them on our import? Probably because they're not in our master view. If we go back into our sequencer tab, we right click on this left window and do edit display elements. Then we can look at our master view here. And our master view is what ultimately determines render order, but it also determines what else is seen in the import window and in your views in your timeline. So I'm going to move some more groups and props into this that we need. So we're going to need the all snowflakes. I'm going to double click on it so that it goes in. We also need probably both of these groups. I don't know if house props is being used. Large flakes, actually house props is not being used for this one. It's fine if it's in there if it's not being used. If you I was holding control to select or deselect multiple, and then you can hit this arrow key to put them over onto this side. This side is what is in the view. We're going to need medium snowflakes. Moving heads group, we definitely need. Roof peaks. Okay, yeah, we could do roof peaks only. And singing bulbs, I don't think we'll use. Snowflakes all, maybe we'll use. Now what we have here is a master view of all the props that we're going to use. And these will now show up in the import window. We are going to have to rearrange this master view. But first, we are going to import the missing groups that we had. One of them was all put on bottom for fades, and now we have an all last group no faces. One was all snowflakes, and we now have an all snowflakes group. One was roof peaks only, optional, and we actually found a roof peaks group. And I think that was it. Windows, but that only has 5 effects on it. Import. Are you sure you want to leave without saving? Yes. At this point, you could have also loaded your previous mapping, added those, saved it, and then re-imported. Now that we have everything here, if we render and play this, it's not going to look right, and that's because our master view is off. Master view is very important. In fact, I will render right now and show you why master view is so important. You can see in this section, there's supposed to be a lot more color here, and that's because the order of rendering is off. It's rendering other things first. So the best way to see exactly what master view you should use is open the sequence that you're importing, the one that you downloaded. Go to Edit Display Elements and go to Master View, and then look at how they have their master view set up. In fact, in this one, I guess that's fine. Yeah, because all of those are not in those groups. Look at how these are set up and make it the exact same in your layout. You can also, if you're using magical light shows, follow this rule of thumb. This rule of thumb says that if the prop that you are looking at is in a group that has more props in it than another group, the group with more props goes on top. So in that sense, all would be on the very top. Singing props could be way down here because that's only got 4 props in it. All no matrix, okay. All still has more stuff in it. All house, okay. All house is also in those groups. All house, great, that's fine. All lawn props, we don't have anything conflicting there yet. Snowflakes, that would be in all house, but luckily the snowflakes is below all house. Which is where it should be. And then snowflakes every other 1, snowflakes every other 2. That has similar props or similar within the group that is also in the groups above it, but it has less props than anything else above it. Oops. Oh, that's fine. Left third, middle third, right third. These could probably sit above snowflakes, because they have snowflakes in them, but they have less on them. This is where you could also reference the downloaded sequence to see how they laid that out if there's any questions. And check the all groups, all place on bottom groups, and move those all the way to the bottom. Oh, look, I have a bunch here that need to move up. There we go. Once we have a master view that we like, we can be selected on the master view here and then go clone, and we can rename this master view template MLS. And now when you create a new sequence, instead of creating copy or selecting copy of master view, you could select master view template MLS, and it would get you pretty close. You may have to update this as you import more sequences and there are more groups. So now we can render and look at how this sequence is looking on our house. So honestly, this sequence looks really good, straight imported. Sometimes in a sequence, like on your snowflakes, if there's a shockwave that's happening or a shader that you need to modify, you may need to go in here and make a modification. So let's say all of these shaders needed something changed in it. You could select the shader that you want to edit and then change the, let's say, time speed. Let's say you wanted this to go a little bit slower. Then you could right-click and do bulk edit, and that will edit that parameter for all selected effects. However, you do have to be careful for that. For that example, this first shader right here is actually going positive time speed, and the second shader is actually going a negative time speed. So just make sure when you're editing that you don't lose effects or functionality. In older sequences before scale to buffer was a thing on the snowflakes and the large house group, you're going to see a lot of these shaders where you may have to adjust radius 1 and radius 2 to make it look the best. And that's like these kicks, these snares. A lot of times they will be on the spinners as well. Large house prop and snowflakes, or all snowflakes, small flakes group is where those would be sitting. But now we have the scale to buffer option, and all of our newer sequences should scale perfectly to your prop, or at least the way that we intended it to. Another thing is that if you find out, like let's say those roof lines that we added, roof peaks. So let's say these roof peaks, we actually wanted these on all the horizontals. What you could do is make sure you are selected on paste by cell, which in your toolbar, I'm sorry, I have these sized all weird. In your toolbar, this toolbar will probably be up on the top for you. Switch this icon from paste by time to paste by cell, and then you're going to select all of your roof peaks, and we're going to look exactly where our marker is. And then we're going to Control C to, or actually we're going to Control X to cut, and then we can see that's 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go over to our horizontal lines, and we're going to insert above, and then insert 3 layers below. And where is our marker set? Right there. We're going to paste. I like that. That's a little bit more movement for this layout. Or actually, I don't like it as much in this layout, but if it was a layout that didn't have roof peaks or didn't have as many, this is how you can put multiple groups of effects into one group or into one prop. In this situation, we also could have looked at, okay, horizontal lines only had some color, and the roof peaks only group also had the same color but had movement. We could have just not imported the horizontal lines group and instead imported the roof peaks group. A lot of importing, it just takes some moving around, finding out, okay, we put this on the snowflakes, but maybe the snowflakes you have in your yard and it just doesn't work well. By selecting them and then moving them to a different group by copying and pasting or cutting and pasting is what will really make your display unique and make it look the best on your house. So I hope this little 20-minute introduction and run through of importing helps you in making your show look the best.